Thank you. Today is the start of the Lunar New Year, and it's the year of the snake.
Yes. It is. Yes. To help us celebrate, we have Mary Rappaport from the Virginia Egg Council. Welcome. Always great seeing you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to both of you. And I was thinking, what can I fix that folks don't have to do a lot of chopping?
Yes, I
because
love that.
when we think of, you know, Chinese and Asian food, we think of chop, chop, chop. And so I thought, this is pretty good. The only thing you have to chop are some onions.
Okay.
So what I have here, and there are very few ingredients, actually, 5 ingredients sitting right here. And you could actually do it with 4. So to start, and this will feed two large people for dinner, or 4 people for like a side. So this is a half a cup of onions that have been chopped. If a recipe calls for a half an onion, I hate that.
I know, I do too.
Because you don't know whether it's a small onion or a large.
Right. I usually throw it all in.
Same.
So a half a cup of onion, and what I'm using here is this is almond oil. Avocado oil, and I like it because it has a 500-degree smoke point.
Yes.
It means that you have, you know, a lot of weight. You don't have to burn as much, right?
Right. Exactly.
Okay, and then into this goes a half a bag, one of those frozen bags of frozen peas and carrots.
Easy enough.
And that's what makes it easy.
Yeah, super
not
easy.
That.
And most of us have something. And if you don't have peas and carrots, use something else that you have. Now, if you want to add some extra protein, like meat or fish or even shrimp, if you have little bits and pieces of it. I had a rotisserie chicken and there was just a little bit left over, so that's going in. This is not the main event, so you don't have to have a lot of it. Or if you're a vegetarian, you could just skip that. Okay, now comes the rice. I prefer brown rice, but I also love jasmine rice.
I love jasmine rice.
And I wasn't able to find both jasmine brown, so I went with the jasmine. But the brown rice is really healthy.
It's very fragrant.
Oh, it's so lovely. It's just, and this is made ahead of time, and I always keep bags of this in the freezer. I make double, put it in the freezer with olive oil, and then they don't stick together. So this is about 2 cups of rice, and then you just cook it like this, heat it up through, and
I love that you freeze rice. I always forget to freeze it.
But you're right. Making it can be kind of a pain.
It is a pain in the neck. And also, if you go to the Chinese restaurant and you get some of those, you have the rice left over, take it home and freeze it. I'm going to put this here for a second, because I'm going to do this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cook some eggs. And the eggs are what really make the fried rice. And when you think about it, I know people are thinking to themselves, but eggs are so expensive right now. But I want you to think that 2 eggs are a portion. 2 eggs are, you should be eating 2 eggs every day since you're pregnant. I mean, for the choline is so important. But the protein, it's about 1/3 of a slender woman's amount of protein that she needs to have in a day. So when you think of it that way, it's not all that expensive, even though the price is very high right now.
They are very high.
Comparison to before, but overall, it's still not bad for a protein source.
For a protein source, and the price will come down as soon as they get the bird flu under control. It's going to come down. So and that will happen. You've seen it happen before. So you cook it almost like you're cooking an omelet, and kind of go like this, do that. And
just keep on working it around.
On working it around.
And this is just eggs. This is scrambled eggs.
This is just eggs. Nothing other than eggs. This is 4 eggs in here. And again, this will feed 2 large adults a portion of dinner. Okay, this is just about done right now. And what I could have done if I had wanted to, and if I had had a larger pan, what I could have done is I could have just shoved this off to the side. And cooked it right here. If I had a smaller amount that I was doing, I could have gone like this, and
made a little
right
pocket.
here, right.
And that didn't take very long.
It didn't take very long at all. And then what you do is just kind of break it up like this, and that's it. Okay, you need some seasonings right now, and most people have. This is it. What do you think?
Oh,
done.
It's so easy.
So done. It's done. What you need is some seasonings. You need some light soy sauce. Don't even buy the other kind. Just
too much sodium.
Keep the sodium.
So light soy sauce. And this is what I really love, and this is what most people are not going to have. It's sesame oil.
I do keep this in my pantry.
Don't you just love it?
It's such a difference.
Such a difference.
It makes it taste like the Chinese restaurant.
That's it. If you don't happen to have sesame oil, and you have sesame seeds, just saute them in a little bit of oil.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea too.
Yeah, so that's
Sure.
it. So now, the Lunar New Year, there are going to be 8 billion trips back and forth from big cities to countries all over the world this weekend.
Wow, because of the New Year.
The Lunar New Year is so important to everybody.
Oh, wow.
It's like our Christmas, you know how we visit
Yeah,
on Thanksgiving?
sure.
So folks that are in China, Indonesia, Malaysia, South Korea, all those countries. So this would be the portion. Is that wonderful?
Yeah, that's so perfect. I love it. And it's 15 minutes. We didn't even do 15 minutes.
No.
Yeah,
it was
all the
all like
ingredients.
5.
The trick is to have the rice already made.
Yeah.
So go ahead
All
and
right.
just take a bite. And
All right,
I
we'll
think
do.
it's
And of course,
amazing.